Suryakumar Yadav took a mind-blowing catch to make India win the World Cup. You may be wondering what is so special about this catch. We see this catch all the time in the IPL, but what made this catch so special was the occasion. World Cup final, playing for your country, and you had to take that catch to make India win. He caught it when it mattered the most for his country. Do you think after this catch anyone's going to ask him how many times has he dropped the catch or caught the same catch in a practice session? He caught it when it mattered, and you have to do the same thing in your NEET PG preparation. So do you think the examiner, Zainab ma'am, your parents, your friends, your partner, are they all interested in knowing your grand test marks? What matters is how much you score on the main day of the NEET PG exam and whether you get a good rank, a good branch in your dream college. If that made any sense, hi, I'm Dr. Anirudh Bhatt from Goa Medical College, and today I'm going to share with you how I use grand test as an effective revision strategy, something that made me revise all the 19 subjects, and how I could answer a grand test every 3 days, which boosted my rank from 48,000 last year to all in the rank of 2556 in NEET PG 2024. One big mistake I see aspirants making is they tie their entire ego, their self-esteem, their self-confidence on their latest grand test scores. See, if you score less in the grand test, you'll be anxious. And when you're anxious, you cannot study. And when you cannot study, you cannot perform good in the grand test, and the cycle keeps on repeating. You have to break this cycle, and this cycle can only be broken by a mindset shift. This is the secret mindset. GT is not an evaluation tool. Do not judge yourself by the marks that you get. GT is a revision tool. In your MBBS days when you had those internal vivas, you studied for it, but you did not take the marks that seriously because you knew that ultimately these marks would matter. It is the final university exam, the theory and the practical, that matters the most, and you have to have the same approach for NEET PG as well. The secret of giving a grand test every 3 days is a mixed bag custom module of all 19 subjects. Set a 50 or 100 question custom module and do it every morning or do it at night. So me being a Cerebellum user, and I knew that they had this very unique feature which no other app had, called the PYQ or the previous year topic marathon. So this was a late night PYQ marathon at around 10:30 at night, where they would come up with a custom module of randomly assorted 19 subject questions. It was a time-bound question module that around 5,000 people answered every single day, and that helped you revise the previous year questions and the previous year topics. So I would solve this custom module and read the detailed explanations given below. And these questions and these explanations are corrected by Dr. Gobind Rai Garg, Dr. Sparsh Gupta, by Dr. Praveen Tripathi. So they know exactly what questions to give you based on the previous year trends and what are the explanations that you need to memorize out of that particular question.
Objective type.
Questions are very limited, Milas.
Are they objective type or not?
Yes, Milas. Objective and very limited at that stage. Appropriate difficulty level questions are so limited. And Milas, if we start giving questions and the answer sheets every year, within 3 years, all our questions will go. And then, Milos, it will become very difficult for us to watch it.
The best way to revise a topic is to do the MCQs of that topic, read the explanations, and read the relevant notes from your notes that you have made of that particular topic, and then move on to the next topic. So this custom module used to be of 80 questions, and in 3 days time that is about 240 questions. So approximately you're giving one PYQ based grand test, a high yield PYQ based grand test once in every 3 days. So via this PYQ marathon, you're literally spoon fed all the topics, all the previous year questions on a daily basis so that you don't miss out on a single concept, on a single topic in your preparation. All of these questions are from the year 2014 onwards. So your previous 10-year NEET PG and INICET questions are covered in this module. When you're studying 19 subjects, you need to give a subject only that much respect, only that much aukat as it actually desires for. For example, dermatology has only 4 questions. You need not study dermatology in depth because only 4 questions come out of 200 questions in that particular exam. So give a subject only that much aukat as it deserves. Similarly, by reviewing a grand test, while seeing the explanations, only spend that much time to dermatology, like 5 minutes. Do those 4 questions of dermatology, revise them, see your notes if you can add any extra points, and be done with it. So for example, medicine plus pathology is 30 questions, gynecology is 25 questions, surgery is another 25 questions, pharmacology, pathology around 15 questions each. So give more time to these subjects while reviewing your grand test, and therefore you can review a grand test in a more effective manner, giving only that much time as the examiner wants you to give it that much time. How to review GTs, you ask? Pick a subject. Open the notes that you have made of that particular subject, see the question, see the topic that has been asked in the GT, and see why you have got that answer correct, or what was the thought process behind which you got that answer correct, or you got that answer wrong. That thought process is very important. And then come to your main topics and just put a GT mark on that particular topic, so that in your next revision cycle you know, okay, this is important from a GT perspective, this is important from a previous year topic perspective, and you will give more time to that particular topic. If it is something that you have to know by heart, put it into your 20th notebook. This is how you form the base of your 20th notebook. You start by putting things that you don't know and slowly keep on building, keep on building, keep on building. Later on, as you start remembering things, you have to cancel things from your 20th notebook. Let your 20th notebook not be something that is equivalent to your main notes, okay? Otherwise, there's no point of making a 20th notebook. Only add those facts, those by-hearting things, those ratified things that you keep on forgetting in GTs or while solving questions. That should be the base of a 20th notebook. Always go to the 20th notebook of the major subjects, of the 10 game-changing subjects that I have spoken about in my previous video before solving every GT. If you're a night person, see the 20th notebook a day before you give the grand test, or if you're a morning person, wake up early at 6 o'clock, read it then, and then you can give the GT. I would highly recommend that you keep one full day for grand tests, because giving grand tests, maintaining that focus in 3.5 hours is a big task. It's going to drain you of your energy. So give the GT in the morning, let's say from 10 o'clock till about 1:30 in the afternoon, have your lunch, take a small nap, and then start reviewing your GTs. And if you quickly review your GT according to the time that I have told you, give as much time as subject demands, then you should be done with your reviewing of GT in 4 to 5 hours. Don't keep on reviewing a GT, reading the explanations, reading your notes again and again. It has to be a very quick review that, okay, these are the topics I know, these are the topics I don't know, and therefore I need to focus on only those topics where I'm confused about or I was not sure about the answer. The reason why you should be analyzing the GT on the same day, and don't think this is some waste of time that you're doing. Giving a GT is probably the most high yielding thing you'll be doing in the entire preparation. I was of the same notion that I'm wasting my time reviewing a GT when I could have reread my notes or I could have listened to a lecture. But the thought process that you undergo while reviewing a GT, while answering a GT, that is extremely important. In the exam, you may be the most knowledgeable person. You would have read from multiple sources, gone through all the marathons, gone through all the main videos, gone through all the live lectures. But if you cannot bring that out as an output on the day of the exam, you are flop. If you review the GT on the same day, you will realize why you were confused between two options. If you review a GT a few days after giving it, you will not know why you were wrong. You will not know the thought process. You will not know the flaw in your concepts if you review it a few days after. So you will finish reviewing a GT by around 7 o'clock in the evening, and then don't do anything for that day. Go out with your friends, hang out with your family, go out for dinner or something. Do not study anything on the GT day, because if you do your GT and you're reviewing properly, you're drained. You cannot do anything after that. So you need to be repeating this process for about 6 months. I would suggest in the initial days of your preparation, start giving GTs once in every 10 days, and the last 3 months up to the exam, increase the frequency to about 1 GT in every 7 days. Along with that, continue your previous year question marathon that I spoke about, and that's it. That should be your MCQ practice. That should be the most high yield revision that you'll be doing in your NEET PG preparation. So aim to get about 20 GTs done in your entire preparation, and 20 GTs is good data for you. It's a good data for you to know which is your strong subject, which is your weak subjects, so that you can prioritize your last 10-day revision, so that you can prioritize which subjects I should not be focusing on. If you're confused on which subjects to prioritize on, there are 19 subjects. You cannot master all of them, but there are 10 subjects, 10 game-changing subjects that if you master, if you revise them well, you're guaranteed to get 150 questions correct. Simply because these subjects have a fixed amount of questions. I've already made a video on the 10 game-changing subjects that you need a strong hold over and without any compromise. That video will be linked down in the description and on the I button over here. So do go watch that video. And if you feel that this video was of value to you, if you understood how to approach a GT, why not to care about your GT marks, and why you should be answering more questions as a revision tool, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I promise you I will be with you in your entire NEET PG journey, literally hand holding you, spoon feeding you what to do, what not to do. And if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section down below on which topics you want videos to be made about, and I will see you in those videos. Bye bye.